Welcome, everybody. My name's Annalie Jefferson. We would love to welcome you on campus, but under the current circumstances, that's unfortunately not possible, so we'll be doing this remotely. And I'm going to talk about what philosophy is and why you might want to study it. In philosophy, we grapple with the big questions concerning the nature of reality and morality. So we ask, what is truth? What can we know? What's the relationship between the mind and the body? Is morality objective or not? Do we have free will? What is the legitimate role that a state can play in our lives? These questions have been concerning philosophers for thousands of years, and when you investigate them, you may not always come up with a satisfactory answer, but you'll learn an awful lot in the process of thinking about them. In Cardiff, we have a welcoming, relaxed and supportive community of staff and students. We have a big range of research specializations, and that allows us to offer you a big variety of many different modules and subject matters. So you will be looking at historical thinkers, people like Aristotle or Kant, or a school like French existentialism. But we also look at specific questions. For example, do we have free will? And look at what different thinkers have said about that problem and how they have tried to solve it. One thing that you learn in philosophy is to construct and develop and analyze good arguments and to think precisely. You will also learn to acquire research skills and new communication skills. But it is especially this ability to analyze arguments, to look at problems from different directions that employers value in people who have studied philosophy. Because of that, people who have studied philosophy go on to lots of different jobs. We have people who go into finance, law, publishing, the civil service, teaching, and many more.
In Cardiff, we offer a single honours degree in philosophy where you can just study philosophy. And we also offer a joint honours degree where you can study philosophy along a broad range of other subjects. But whatever route you might choose to take, our degree is distinctive both in its approach and in its content. With respect to our approach, we are committed to teaching you how to be philosophers and do philosophy yourselves, rather than just learn about philosophy. And this involves helping you acquire the skills that are necessary for critically evaluating the views of others, as well as developing your own views and presenting them by constructing concise and well-structured arguments. With respect to the content of the degree, we offer a distinctive focus in ethics, epistemology, and philosophy of mind. Modules in ethics will help you debate what are supposed to be the principles that guide our moral actions. Modules in epistemology will focus on exploring the nature of knowledge and how it differs from mere opinion. And modules in philosophy of mind will help you question what is the nature of the mind and how it relates to the material world, such as our brains, bodies, and surrounding technologies. Of course, the first year of the module is specifically designed to reflect its distinctive features. So all year one philosophy students are going to take introductory modules in moral and political philosophy, philosophy of mind, and epistemology. But if you are a single honor student, you will also take modules that focus on key works, debates in the history of philosophy, as well as the intersection of philosophy with arts such as film and literature. Also, if you're interested in doing philosophy in Wales, you can take up to 1/3 of the degree via the Welsh medium.
Our degree programme is designed to build your philosophical abilities and knowledge year by year. Our Year 1 programme introduces you to a wide range of philosophical topics and important philosophical skills. The skills are really key because, as mentioned earlier, we want you doing philosophy rather than just learning about philosophy. This is quite different from what you might have done at A-level, so there's a lot to learn whether you've studied philosophy before or not. In Year 2, you'll take modules that cover core areas of philosophy in more depth, particularly in the areas just outlined. These modules will give you a solid grounding in the subject and help you to choose what to study in Year 3. Our Year 3 modules are research-led. This means you'll often be working on topics that we as professional researchers are currently engaged with. So, for example, I work in philosophy of consciousness science, and I'm currently teaching a module where we analyse recent theories about the evolution of consciousness. Philosophers have only really been engaged with this for the past 4 or 5 years, so it's all very new. This makes our Year 3 modules really exciting. You'll often be engaging with real cutting edge philosophy, where there's a lot of space for you to develop genuinely new ideas and arguments. In Year 3, there's also an optional dissertation module where you can write on a philosophical topic of your choosing, supervised by a lecturer with knowledge in that area. Beyond that, our new master's programme offers you the opportunity to further develop your communication and research skills and your philosophical interests, again through research-focused teaching in our areas of expertise.
Philosophy is structured around questions, some of them pretty big and difficult. Learning how to do philosophy involves learning how to ask these questions and thinking through them. Discussion plays a big part in this, and you'll be doing a lot of that over the course of your degree. But it's also really important to be able to grapple with a text, show your understanding of it, and articulate your views on it in written form. This is why on most modules in your philosophy degree, the main forms of assessment will involve a combination of essays and examinations. Often, what you'll be asked to do in these is explain a view or debate and offer your own critical take on it. This will help you hone some of the very sought-after transferable skills that you'll develop from studying philosophy. Assessment at Cardiff is divided into formative and summative. Formative assessment does not count towards your marks and is designed to prepare you for your summative assessment. It can take the form of an essay outline or an argument summary, for which you'll be given feedback. Summative assessment does count towards your marks for the module you're studying, and you'll receive detailed feedback on summative essays. So throughout your degree, you'll be receiving detailed feedback on your work, which will give you the opportunity to learn from previous experience and improve on your performance. In the last year of your degree, you will also have the opportunity to do an optional dissertation module, which is wholly assessed by one essay of 6,000 words. This will give you the chance to develop and research an informed position on a topic of your choice under the guidance of a suitable supervisor.
For many of our students, one of the highlights of their degree programmes is the opportunity that we provide for them to study at another university for one semester of their degrees. This provides not only the opportunity to experience different ways of doing philosophy, but also the opportunity to experience a different culture for an extended period of time. Recently, those students who have taken up this opportunity have studied abroad for the first, that is to say the autumn semester of their third or final year of study. There have been, up to the current academic year, 2 schemes in operation. First, there's the Erasmus scheme, which offers the opportunity of studying at a European university. The universities from which you can choose are subject to change, but popular options in recent years have been Oslo University, Leuven University in Belgium, and Charles University in Prague. The other scheme is the International Study Abroad scheme. We currently have partners in Australia, Macquarie University near Sydney, the US, including Rutgers University on the East Coast, Loyola Marymount in Los Angeles, and San Francisco University. And we also have exchange partnerships with Toronto in Canada. In both these schemes, students are expected to fully integrate into the life of the host university. They will therefore enrol on modules that are equivalent in workload to the 3 modules that they would have taken in Cardiff. Assessments are marked by the host institution and then calibrated by Cardiff University to fit in with our marking schemes and grading criteria. There is financial support available to students who wish to study abroad. For many students, their 6-month study abroad has provided the incentive to go on to further study at postgraduate level.
So far you've learned that philosophy is fantastic, it's exciting, it's fun, it's the best thing to do. But you need to make a living. And so you might wonder, what can I do with a philosophy degree? Well, you'll be surprised. Philosophy teaches you an incredible range of skills that are really sought after. Think about this. Philosophy teaches you to question, not to take anything for granted, to be innovative, to be creative. And that's why, surprisingly perhaps, loads of musicians, filmmakers, creative people, entrepreneurs, people who start their own business have philosophy degrees. Philosophy teaches you to be critical, to think through arguments, to find out weaknesses, to develop good defenses of your positions. And so philosophy really equips you well for a career in law, in local and national government, in politics, in charities, in the third sector. If you do philosophy, you learn to think clearly, but also to communicate clearly. And that's why philosophers are superb teachers. But also, tons of people with philosophy degrees are in PR and in other areas of life where the ability to communicate clearly is important. Perhaps most importantly of all, philosophy teaches you how to learn and how to keep learning. And in societies like ours, they are moving fast, where the people have to change jobs several times throughout their working life. The ability to learn new things is essential. And perhaps that's why a new report from the British Academy has shown that people with humanities degrees are better able to change careers without loss of income, are employed in some of the fastest growing sectors in the economy at the moment, and make good career progressions. In addition to all of these transferable skills, philosophy also gives you expert knowledge of ethics. And at this time of pandemic and problems with climate change, it's so clear that knowledge of ethics is essential. The ability to think clearly about what's right and what's wrong, to balance values such as freedom, health, privacy. These are important and essential issues that need to be tackled today. Doing philosophy helps you address these issues and makes you an important, valuable contributor to society. So in short, philosophy teaches you to make contributions both to the economy and to society, and to grow and flourish as a human being. And that's why it is a splendid degree to study. Well, thank you for listening. I hope you have found it interesting and helpful. We really hope to see you soon on campus, perhaps in the near future. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email us or get in touch. We would love to hear from you. Take care, stay safe, and see you soon.